This podcast is part of the Big Heads Media Podcast Network. Go to bigheadsmedia.com for more great podcasts.
Previously on TV Tuners.
Wow, nobody said anything.
Hi there, folks, and welcome to TV Tuners. It's a television podcast for the true fanatics. It's a weekly dive into the latest in TV news and reviews. I'm your host, Swanson, and with me, as always, is my co-host and princess whose nose is just in those books, Stairmaster.
I love knowledge, and I love trees.
Yeah, that's a different person, but you also love knowledge.
I'm Goop now.
Oh, there you go. It's an encapsulation of actually all of the primary female characters in this episode. And with us, as always, is our other co-host and evil scientist who is going to steal your essence,
The Joker.
Kyorank.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, what are you doing with those little weird modules there, buddy?
Oh, I'm just getting my youthful vitality
And how
back.
did you get those scars?
Don't worry about that. Check out this crystal.
Wow.
Wow, it sure is dark.
I think you're not using it right.
Yeah.
I'm a scientist. I know what I'm doing. Stupid.
Well, yeah, it is weird of me to question it. Anyway, welcome to television tuners.
A grim dive into the world of television?
No, silly. This is TV Tuners, where I watch the latest and greatest in TV. Speaking of which, what you guys watch this week?
I watched the television drama Crank, starring Jason Statham.
Huh. Okay.
In the opening minute, he gets pissed off and destroys a TV with his bare hands.
That sounds like anti-TV propaganda.
Oh, he was very emotional. He was told that he was poisoned with rare Chinese medicine. That was going to be dead in an hour.
Oh, yeah.
I hate it when that happens to me.
Yeah. How often are you poisoned with rare Chinese medicine, Kyoran?
It's not that often. Maybe once every 2 or 3 years.
Okay, how often does it cut off your, adrenaline receptors? So you have to constantly keep yourself amped up to stay alive.
That happened twice. Yeah, and let me tell you, not great.
Oh, did you have sex with anyone in public?
Yes.
Nice. Was
Did
it the first... Oh, sorry, what?
Did a tour bus full of Japanese schoolgirls drive by while you were doing so and compliment you?
Yeah, and they made sounds, and it was very embarrassing. They were like, "Ooh!"
Go on.
Was it the first movie or the second one where he literally hooks himself to a car battery?
The second one's high voltage.
Okay. I guess that is why it's called High Voltage. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And I was like, "Ugh!"
Also, doesn't he die at the end of the first one?
Oh, no. He falls several hundred feet and lands on top of a car and bounces off and then hits the pavement. And you think he's dead, but then he blinks and you hear a heartbeat and it rolls credits.
Huh. Alright, so what's the final tally on this TV show? You said it was a TV show, right?
Oh, it's
How
a
long is
tune-in.
this?
It's a tune-in. Oh, it's 90 minutes. It's a made-for-TV special program.
Interesting. Well, that makes sense. I'm not going to question it. Anyway, yeah, I finally got around to watching the other 2 episodes that
Comprise.
That's the word I'm looking for. That comprise the 5th season of Black Mirror.
Ooh.
It was alright, I guess.
How much gay shit was there? Or
Compared to the first episode, none. Actually, there was 0.
there was
gay shit.
negative.
Yeah, they were okay, I guess. It's weird because the first one was really the best that they had for this whole batch, which is not the best run that the show has had. The last episode in particular is baffling in a way that, like, I don't know. I just wasn't expecting it. Miley Cyrus is in it, and she's somehow the best part.
Oh, yeah,
so,
yeah. I heard about the discourse months ago.
Yeah, because I'm late to the party on this one.
It's okay. I just watched the entire 4th season of the Eric Andre show also. Only just now.
Nice.
In one
Did they-
sitting.
Did they smash a cop car in that one?
No, that was season 3.
Okay, good. That's still one of my favorite bits.
I've only seen either clips on YouTube or random episodes on Adult Swim. I've never sat down and
What?
watched the Eric Andre show.
Sounds like you gotta burn up.
Gotta ranch it
I don't have that
up.
on the soundboard. Don't do that unless I have it on the soundboard.
Pizza ball.
It's really. I'm surprised we actually don't have any Eric Andre on that. We need to expedite that quickly.
You mean the soundboard that doesn't exist?
There's a soundboard. What? Huh? Who?
I thought we were.
There is a soundboard.
Oh, also, I watched 2 episodes of Ancient Aliens with some friends.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Basically, it's just like science reporting, but then they're like, but what if that meant aliens?
Yeah, that's,
Yeah, I watched the episode on Bob Lazar and Element 115.
Do you think people would still be really into aliens if the X-Files was never on TV?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think the
I think
X-Files
aliens
was
are-
on TV because of aliens.
They're inherently interesting anyway.
Yeah, and aliens kind of fill the gap that organized religion has sort of shrunk out of in American society. They're the new cosmology, the new theology.
Oh, I guess
For
it's,
some
yeah.
people. I mean, like 30% of Americans believe in QAnon.
What?
Yeah.
That's depressing.
That can't be right.
I'll look it up and we
Like-
can put the link in the show.
Like, are you saying on a survey?
I mean, everything. It's just every population figure is
No,
done by
no,
surveys.
no. And that's not what I'm saying. But on a survey, 14% said they slightly agree with QAnon or something like that. Is that what you're saying? Or are you saying that 30% of people are QAnon people?
I don't know.
That's very terrifying. Don't do that to me.
I'll
Strike
look.
that from the record.
Okay. Look, I promise as mayor of TV Town, I will not appoint Q to be my chief of staff. Instead, that honor is going to noted martyr Vic Mignogna.
I don't think the mayor of TV Land has a chief of staff.
What, he just does everything himself?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, fuck that! I'm announcing my resignation from the election.
Whoa. Wow. What a
So, wait.
what a bold gambit.
Is there anyone else running besides me and Stare?
Oh, that's-
Do I just win?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you do win, yeah.
Oh my god. All right. Well, start bringing me those diamonds, Swanson.
Well, all right. Wait, what?
Oh, you guys don't know this?
No.
Yeah, the mayor of TV Land, the place, not the network,
Yeah.
just gets brought diamonds every day.
Wait, are these blood diamonds? Am I gonna have
Yes.
to chop up some people's hands?
Oh,
Yes.
Oh,
Stare,
no.
I think you need to start running again.
Oh. Okay, I promise as mayor, I will abolish the blood diamond trade.
Ooh.
But what about the immense profit?
It's okay, we can still exploit people for natural oil, natural gas extraction, and
Well,
petroleum.
okay, that's fine, but as mayor of TV Land, I promised to cut Netflix's subscription price in half.
Oh, damn.
Wow. As a mayor of TV Land, I promised to cut the head of Netflix in half.
So he's just gonna walk around with half a head?
No, I mean, I'm
I
gonna
think he's saying he's gonna murder Mr.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Netflix.
be like Trunks versus Frieza.
Oh, I was gonna say you're gonna be like Rambo in the fourth movie.
Or he just rips a guy's throat out with his bare hands.
Yes. Where he just suddenly gets on top of a,
Alright, are we pro Rambo 4 or anti Rambo 4 on this podcast?
Well, that's a movie, so I'm anti Rambo 4.
I don't know. I guess I'm anti. It's a gross fucking movie.
I think it's a better sequel than 2 and 3.
Yeah, all those sequels are pretty fucking gross, aren't they?
Well, as mayor of TV Land, I promise we're going to have more shows and better shows on TV.
Whoa.
Oh.
I promise to have one really good show. Starring Goku.
Oh. Well, that sounds like it won't appeal to me at all.
I need my campaign.
Oh,
I need my
you.
campaign.
You know
team.
you love Goku. Don't even try and bullshit the
Well, what's the
audience.
show?
Uh...
Also, one good show? You mean Better Call Saul's now canceled?
No. Goku is now working at Saul's office in order to pay for his house in the mountains.
Well, hey, Saul, how's it going?
Oh, Goku, I really need to get out to the other side of town. Can you use that instant transmission?
Remember, Goku, no half measures.
Wow, Mike, you sound just like my friend Vegeta. I'm not your friend, Kakarot.
Remember, just imagine if Goku was, like, debating whether or not he needs to teleport Cell out before he explodes, and he just hears Mike in his head go, no half measures, Goku.
Oh, it's just the end of the Cell Saga, and when Gohan and the Z-Warriors are flying away from the Outlook, you see Mike and Goku in the background. That iconic shot.
Don't do what I did, Goku. Don't break your boy.
Yeah, I don't think Mike would raise Gohan very well.
No, Piccolo would probably do a better job.
Yes.
Anyway, let's move on to the news, huh?
Yeah, let's get
Take the money, Gohan.
Scholaring won't pay the bills.
A few weeks ago, we talked about how Disney had already canceled a program on its selected slate for Disney Plus.
Hashtag cancel.
And, yeah, that's right. And Apple, fresh on its way to its own streaming service, Apple TV Plus. They're really coming up with the names on this one.
Wait, hold on. What's the difference between Apple TV and Apple TV Plus?
This one's a service, I guess, that you pay for.
Apple TV wasn't a service?
No, I think Apple... I don't know. It's just called Apple TV Plus, man.
We live in hell. This is what the end of the Soviet Union was like.
Yeah, only now we've got more corporations.
Yeah.
So yeah, Apple TV Plus wanted to get in on the action by minusing one of their shows.
Nice one.
Thanks. According to various reports, Apple has pulled the proverbial plug on Bastards, an 8-episode series based on an Israeli drama, which was set to star Richard Gere of Pretty Woman fame.
Wait, this was a drama? Not a movie?
It was a drama, yeah. So, the thing about Bastards
yes.
that might explain why it got canceled is the setup, which is Gere was set to star as one of 2 elderly Vietnam vets and best friends who find their monotonous lives upended when a woman they both loved 50 years ago is killed by a car. Their lifelong regrets and secrets collide with their resentment over today's self-absorbed millennials, and the duo then go on a shooting spree.
Is this episode 1?
I don't know. This is just the synopsis, so what...
I assume that's gotta be like... That can't be all 8 episodes.
We'll never know now.
It's 8 episodes of just them going and just shooting.
It's like the worst parts of John Wick 2.
This is the most sad I've been that a bad television show has gotten canned before it could air than that time that the Game of Thrones guys tried to make a slavery show.
They're killing our podcast.
They really are. What do we got to watch next? Season 2 of Pandora?
I guess.
I don't think that got renewed.
Are you going to talk about why it got canceled, though?
I guess if we really wanna. Anyway.
Wait, I just have one question. So she was killed by a car. Does that mean that the car was driving around? It was a car from Cars?
I don't think it was a car from Cars. I think it was probably that she got killed in a car accident. And
I think she got ran over by a person driving a car, and that person
who was like,
under the age of 40.
They were texting on their cell phone, probably, or something.
Oh, that sounds like the most repulsive writing I could ever imagine.
I got so many questions like, what does Israel have to do with this? But not like, what does Israel have to do with this?
I mean, it was an Israeli series, but I don't know what the Israeli series was about because it couldn't have been this.
Oh, maybe they were just killing Arabs instead of millennials.
Are you saying they don't have Vietnam vets who hate millennials in Israel?
Well, they're not Vietnam vets.
Yeah, probably not. Probably not a lot of Vietnam vets in Israel.
It's mostly just Yom Kippur War vets being mad that they didn't nuke Egypt, probably. Anyways, let's talk about why Apple allegedly canceled this. According to an article from Gizmodo, Apple didn't, quote-unquote, Apple apparently didn't object to the planned shooting spree in Bastards. Instead, it was upset with the focus of the show. Gordon, backed by production companies involved, wanted to focus on the darker elements of the show's conceit. Apple, double quote-unquote, wanted to ensure the series was focused on the heart and the emotion of the central friendship. Quote-unquote, quote-unquote.
Wait. So they saw a show about a spree shooting where two guys go nuts on millennials, and they're like, premise is good, but the focus is wrong. This should be like a buddy show where they're friends.
Well,
we explore their friendship.
Here's the thing, Kyorain. It's actually even...
Maybe they could high-five after they shoot someone or something.
Here's the thing, Kyorain. It's actually even more fucked up than that. The reason that they're objecting to this dark focus on the darker elements is because Apple TV Plus wants to be a family-friendly service.
Well...
You want to watch a family-friendly show about a shooting spree.
Wait, so they're competing with Disney. That seems like a really bad idea.
Yeah, I feel like you should go in the opposite way. Just nothing but dicks and tits.
Yeah.
And shooting sprees, I guess.
Apple presents Miramax Plus.
Yeah, Apple Plus Bang Bros. The most woke porn site, apparently. Anyway, for now.
For now. We'll see when the revolution comes.
First they came for the Bang Bros, and I did nothing. Anyway, this show is one that I'm kind of sad that I don't get to see, but really given the
I don't think it would have been fun to watch.
Yeah, given the myriad of shows we've watched, bad shows, I mean, the majority of them seem like they'll be terrible in a so fun to watch way, and then they're just boring. So
they're terrible in an Adam Sandler film, a late Adam Sandler film way.
It's just like, why am I doing this to myself? And so I guess that's one less. Why am I doing that to myself that I have to subject myself to? So nice.
Just 40 more to go. How many weeks are left in the year?
Less than 40.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, moving on from one streaming service to yet another, and the biggest, Netflix.
For now.
Yeah, for the time being. Netflix has gotten some press recently as they announced a hip-hop competition called Rhythm Plus Flow.
Oh, that sounds fun.
What?
Which is featuring Cardi B, among other people, judging
Bernie Sanders.
Cardi Bernie Sanders. The B
Killer
stands
Mike.
for Bernie.
Yes.
How great would it be if there was a bunch of rappers on a hip-hop competition panel and then just Bernie Sanders?
I feel like Eric Andre would do that for his credit sketch.
Your flow's a little off. I'm going to say it. The top 1% of your rhymes were good. Anyway,
just imagine Bernie showing up and just demolishing all the competition.
Oh, he's doing the competition? He's not like a judge?
Yeah, no, he's rapping.
And he's rapping about political reform.
Yeah, and he's so good at it that the person he's up against leaves in shame and in tears.
Yeah, they bring back Tupac Shakur.
Healthcare for all. It's gonna be a ball. Everyone wants it. It's the writing on the wall.
I wish I could freestyle.
Cardi B is just like, damn. Yeah, anyway.
Platformed him.
Instead, Rhythm Plus Flow is just a normal hip-hop competition show with Cardi B there. because
on Netflix.com.
On Netflix.com. Of course, you might think to yourself, a competition show on a streaming service doesn't sound enticing, especially one like Netflix, which releases most of its programming all at once.
Yeah, that would be weird to binge.
For Rhythm Plus Flow, it'll be released a week at a time.
Oh, this is a frightening new trend for Netflix. Could this mean that they're going to have weekly episodes for all their shows?
Or at least,
unacceptable. I'm writing a petition to end this right now.
Yeah, that could be the weird slant you take if you're a news writer who's having a slow week because of Labor Day. And that is actually what ended up happening with most news outlets. They apparently decided to start asking the question, is Netflix going to start dropping episodes weekly instead of all at once? Ask Complex Pop Culture, among other news places. I guess I'm just dragging them because they were the first tweet I saw.
I mean, it would be nice if they released the anime they license weekly instead of waiting for it to stop airing.
I mean, sure. Do you think a lot of people are going to unsubscribe to Netflix over that?
No, but they'll bitch and moan.
Yeah.
And I have to hear it.
Really, the thing is that this new release schedule for this show isn't anything unnatural for Netflix. The Great British Baking Show, is already streaming simultaneously in the UK and the US on Netflix. And if you're ever overseas, episodes of Better Call Saul or Riverdale or other shows show up almost immediately on Netflix. So it's
Swanson. Stair and I have a mutual friend named Anime Tom.
Oh,
and
I don't like this guy.
He's also mad about the Better Call Saul situation
of having to watch the episodes when they come out.
No, having to wait until the season's done before we can watch it on Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we have to hear about it all the time. It's really annoying, Swanson. So we need to fix these problems so we stop hearing about it.
Also, he has a katana, and we're not sure whether we can use it or not, but we don't want to take any chances.
Well, I regret to inform you.
The way he walks around. Yeah, Swanson?
I regret to inform you that nothing's changing.
Fuck.
Yeah, the way he walks around with that katana, it seems like he knows how to quickly pull it out and cut somebody with it in one smooth motion.
We're gonna have to do him tonight.
You're gonna have to do him?
We're gonna have to do him in.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
I mean, isn't that a thing they say in mob movies?
Hey, we're gonna do him.
Yeah.
That sounds accurate to me.
Yeah, who can remember that classic Godfather line? Let's do him.
And then they shot him a bunch.
Yeah. I can't believe they did my son. They did him hard and they did him fast.
Oh, come on. I guess anyway. I know what podcast I signed up for. I can't complain.
Yeah, you're acting like this is new.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Welcome to Lewd Tuners.
Netflix has denied any rumors of them going weekly, and has announced that and has continued to suggest that things will be dropped in a bingeable manner.
Hey, is Disney gonna do weekly or bingeable?
They're doing weekly, which may be might be a thorn in the side of Netflix later. Not to mention Hulu, which is also already owned by Disney, is also already doing weeklies for most of their programming.
This is the end of days.
Yeah, it's just Netflix and Amazon over there on the binging train.
Whenever I picture Disney, I think of a humongous silhouette on the horizon that's lurching towards me.
I just think of anti-Semitism.
Well, both of those are correct.
What do you think of, Swanson?
When I think of Disney, I think of a giant pair of mouse ears that are going to crush me.
I thought you were going to say heels about to crush you.
A giant pair of mouse heels that are going to crush me.
Yeah, Minnie Mouse is stepping on you.
Well, no, Mickey Mouse, but...
okay, so Mickey Mouse is wearing Minnie Mouse's clothing, is what you're saying.
That's my kind of shit.
Okay.
You know that's on the internet.
Hey, live your truth. can't do the.
I like dressing like Minnie today.
I can't do the Donald Duck voice. Sorry, everyone.
Why'd you even attempt that?
It sounds like your organs have been turned inside out. This is like watching Jeff Goldblum turn into the Fly.
I imagine doing that voice must hurt whoever does
Ricky,
it.
I need your help. I appear to have transmogrified my body with a fly.
Oh no! Donald got stuck in the machine again. Oh.
Yes, and I have misplaced my pants again.
Where she isn't wearing no clothes. All right. Anyway.
Insane.
Yeah. Coming soon to Disney Plus. Because Jeff Goldblum's going to be there, remember?
Yes.
Anyway, that's it for the news, so it's time for a segment near and dear to everyone's heart. It's Trailer Blazers. Hit the theme, Keo.
Bum bum ba bum bum ba
I said Keo.
bum bum bum.
Well, it's too late now. It's like Stare hit the theme.
I was
Wow.
trying to pick up the slack.
Can't believe you did this. All right, well, I guess the theme song was okay.
Oh.
Anyway, welcome to Trailer Blazers, where we talk about the latest and greatest in trailers.
And
This
this
week-
we have
We have a former former show we watched on the podcast.
not friend of the show.
No, it was a tune-out. Amazon's Jack Ryan is back. And this time, instead of Middle Easterners, he's attacking South Americans.
Oh boy.
Yeah, this is, he's traveling to Venezuela, a land with no conflict.
Wow, this is really topical, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the type of shit that Tom Clancy would be all into,
Yes.
unfortunately. So yeah, John Krasinski's there, and he's talking to Bunk, and he's like, what we need to do is we need to stop Venezuela from something.
He's starving his own people and getting Russian weaponry. If a nuclear Venezuela happens, you won't hear about it on the news because you'll be already dead. And then
Yeah,
there's a
at
shot
some
of
point
missile
he's-
launching from a submarine.
At some point, he seems to think, that Venezuela would just bomb the United States, I guess.
Well, they're communist.
And so, therefore, that's the... that
They
would
don't
be
have
why.
They have no regard for human life.
Yeah, true. That's the one thing
Yeah, there's no-
about communists you gotta know.
There's no mutually assured destruction concerns with them.
Nope.
Well, yeah, they're wacko leftists.
But yeah...
Or maybe the president's a liberal, and that's why they can get away with nuking America.
Yeah, probably everyone would be like, yeah, do it.
Oh, what if it's like a thinly veiled Bernie Sanders XP?
Was just an old Venezuelan guy?
No, I meant for the president of America.
Oh. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think they mentioned the president ever
I
on
think
Jack Ryan.
I think in season 1, the climax was they were going to poison the president.
Sure,
You
why
think?
not?
Yeah, I'm not shitting you. There was Ebola involved.
We poisoned his cheeseburger.
We have developed this experimental virus.
Why was Jeff Goldblum working with the terrorists?
Allah Akbar.
Anyway, in this trailer, they're going to Venezuela and they're battling Russians as well because it's Tom Clancy inspired work.
But usually the Russians weren't the bad guys except for the first 2 books.
Yeah, but they're always there in the mix,
Yeah, but
making you
usually
think they're the bad guys.
they're frequently the team up guys, in the post Cold War stuff.
Oh yeah, but we're no longer in a post Cold War society. Yeah. We're in a new Cold War society. So
yeah.
And Jack Ryan has to accommodate accordingly. Anyway,
the only way they can do this is by doing it together.
Yeah, this doesn't look good. It looks actually somehow worse than the episode we watched for TV Tuners, this podcast.
Yeah.
I'm just proud of my boy, Jack Ryan, figuring out the plan entirely and spelling it all out in the trailer.
Yeah, I'm really proud of this white guy for continuing to fail upwards.
And decide how South Americans should live their lives.
Yeah, good on him. At least Punk is there to make this show seem somewhat watchable until you actually watch it.
No, you see, it's woke because he's Muslim in this.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that part.
Oh, that we didn't watch. That was in later episodes.
Yeah, but you mentioned it, I think.
Yes. And you're like, what?
Yeah. How do they even mention it? Is he like, I gotta go pray?
Yeah,
he walks up from behind some prayer curtains.
He talks to his imam about his divorce and how he's lost his faith.
Huh. Interesting. But so, okay. I don't know.
Yeah, and that really pissed off all the conservatives who were watching the show.
Yeah, probably. Anyway, this is a dumb show with a bad trailer that we watched because, come on.
We have to kill Venezuela before they kill us.
It's important to remember, of course, that Amazon would have a perfect record if not for this show on the podcast.
They're simultaneously impoverished and about to be a first-rate military power.
Yeah. Amazon,
because they'll just nuke for no reason, really.
They'll nuke to get our resources by destroying them.
Honestly, if Venezuela nuked us, I would not blame them. Or basically any country south of the equator.
I mean, yeah, we did kind of do ceaseless meddling down there, but...
If Antarctica nuked us, would you not blame them?
Well, I mean, we are melting them.
True.
We're killing all the penguins, probably.
Well, also,
is it Antarctica that's losing ice or Greenland? I forget which one.
Currently it's Greenland that's melting. But also there was recently the Antarctic cell kind of collapsed. So they're getting unpredictable weather in the southern hemisphere.
Yeah, let's not focus on this.
Yeah. Don't think about the weather, folks.
Think about those nice penguins doing fine.
Yeah, TV.
They're fine.
We got another delightful segment for you that won't make you think about the state the world's in and heading towards.
That's it for Trailer Blazers. Let's move on to our next segment. It's Guess Who's Coming to the Fall TV Lineup. Hit the theme, Keo.
Oh God. Oh God. What are those lights in the sky? Oh my God!
Wow, that is long.
Where am I? What happened? I don't remember anything.
Yeah, that's because you're playing Guess Who's Coming to the Fall TV Lineup.
Why are you doing the Sonic Unleashed fights theme?
Because you're about to fight Keo Rain.
Oh!
That's right, I have 3 television shows.
Look, I got claws now.
Yeah. Well, you don't really need those, you just have to guess.
Oh man, Keo's gonna do me.
Yeah, Keo might... the loser of this might get done.
So we want to lose?
No, you're gonna get done.
No, you're gonna get done, Keo Rain.
You're not gonna get dead, you're gonna get done.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I have 3 TV shows, each of them premiering on NBC's fall lineup. And you have to guess what the premise is.
How many shows are we doing?
3!
3?
That's right. NBC has had a couple successful years, so they don't really have a whole lot of new programming that they have to launch.
Good for them.
Yeah, pretty good for them. For us, that means this is going to be a tighter game, potentially. Anyway, this first one is called Perfect Harmony.
Okay, so they're this married couple, and they hate each other.
Oh, it's like
and
an
also
ironic
they got some
title?
Kids. Yes. Also, they live in New York.
Okay.
Perfect Harmony. I'm just gonna guess that this is just totally on the nose title, and it's about music.
Oh.
There's like a band, and they play really good. Or maybe there's a band and they play really good, but they all hate each other.
I thought he was gonna say feng shui.
No.
Yeah, I don't know how a show about feng shui would work.
Or they're like, that's their job. That's the protagonist's job. They give feng shui advice to people, and they're just trying to make their way in New York.
Or for some reason, it's a reality show on NBC.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Where each episode they go to someone's house and feng shui their house.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, that's a good... Yeah. Feng Shui My House would actually just be a good name for a reality show.
Yeah.
Anyway, when former Princeton music professor Arthur Cochran unexpectedly stumbles into choir practice at a small-town church, he finds a group of singers that are out of tune in more ways than one.
Wait, is he related to the OJ guy? Arthur
Cochran?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so in this show.
Oh.
Despite the ultimate clash of sensibilities, Arthur and his newfound cohorts may just be the perfect mix of individuals to help each other reinvent and rediscover a little happiness, just when they all need it most.
Fuck.
Yeah, so Keo gets the point on that one because it is in fact a show that has music in it.
Suck it, stare.
Yeah.
Well, not till the game is over.
Oh, so there's that kind of
I
doing.
thought you were getting done.
No, I'm getting done, not dead.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
Well, I mean, I can suck you off if you want, but only after the game.
Okay.
This next one is called Sunnyside.
Sunnyside.
Okay, so they're in Miami, and they're trying to figure it out.
All right.
Trying to figure it out.
You ever just try to figure it out, guys?
That's all.
I'm good. That was so generic, Stare. I can't. But you're basically staking this on the show being set in Miami because it's a sunny place.
Yeah, keep in mind,
I'm gonna go
Stairmaster,
with-
that there are only two more shows, including this one.
Oh, fuck.
I'm gonna go with something a little more metaphorical on this, and say,
It's about a person with depression.
I'm not gonna say depression, but basically someone trying to find the bright side of things and fix things. Something like that, Swanson. Or get the point. It's not set in Miami, is it? It's not called Sunnyside because it's set in Miami. That doesn't sound right.
He was panicking.
Garrett Modi was living the American dream. As the youngest New York City councilman ever, he was rubbing elbows with the political elite and attending star-studded parties, and was the pride of Queens. But instead of spending time his time in office helping the people that got him elected, he lost his way amidst the power and glamour of politics. When his downward spiral got him busted for public intoxication, it was all caught on tape and ended his career.
And then?
Now Garrett's crashing with his sister Mallory and wondering where it all went wrong. That is, until he's hired by a diverse group of hopefuls who dream of becoming American citizens and believe he can help.
In Miami?
It's in New York.
Fuck!
Anyway, Keo was kind of right.
Sure, I'll take it. I'll take it.
I would say that they're trying to figure it out.
You can say that about literally any show.
You could also say that literally any show could be set in Miami.
Yeah, I mean, Miami.
Miami Vice, CSI Miami. Those shows.
Baltimore,
could be set in
The
Miami.
Killing Streets.
Yeah.
Or,
Homicide: Life on the Streets. You mean?
yes, that could be set in Miami.
Anyway, Keo's pretty much guaranteed the win here, unless Stairmaster pulls out something weird. But this is the last one that I have for you guys. Luckily, it's the one with the most generic title. Bluff City Law.
What city law?
Bluff City Law.
Okay,
Bluff
so
City.
they're not actually living in a place called Bluff City. I'm gonna go with that.
Okay.
There's this young single woman, working class professional, or again this law firm, and she's just trying to figure it out.
Oh, it's just wow, bold. 2 shows was people are trying to figure it out.
Okay, so this takes place in a little-known city known as Bluff City.
Ooh, this is gonna make or break. This is gonna decide the game.
Where there is a law firm, and that's it.
Wow. All right. Quick question before I give you guys the full scoop here. If I were to tell you that Bluff City is sort of like the nickname for a place, like a city, what city would you think it is?
Like somewhere in Nebraska, or Utah, or Idaho.
Maybe somewhere windy.
Okay.
Colorado.
Yes, the city
Is
of
Colorado
Colorado.
windy?
Bluff City Law follows the lawyers of an elite Memphis law firm that specializes in the most controversial landmark civil rights cases. Led by legendary attorney Elijah Straight and his brilliant daughter Sydney Keller, they take on the toughest David and Goliath cases while navigating their complicated relationship.
Well,
So,
I guess we were technically both wrong about the location.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah?
No, the city is called Bluff
No,
City,
it's
right?
Memphis.
But it's called Bluff City.
That's a nickname for Memphis, yes.
Yes, but you said it was a place called Bluff City.
They call it Bluff
You
City.
implied its official name was Bluff City.
All right, Keo gets the point. It's a total
Yeah, but
sweep
I
for
did-
Keo Rain.
Hold on, but I scored the moral victory in that last round.
I did definitely imply and think that the official city was called Bluff City, but I'm still technically correct, okay?
Well, now I'm
Yeah.
not going to suck you off.
Keo Rain gets the full sweep. Stairmaster, it looks like you're going to get did.
Wait, I thought I was going to get done.
One of the two.
No, you're gonna get
We'll
did.
find out which one of the two it is at the end of the episode.
This could be very bad or very good.
Yeah, or
both.
just sort of mediocre.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's been Guess Who's Coming to the Fall TV lineup. We'll probably have more of that in the weeks to come. In the meantime, it's time for our main event.
The Dark Crystal.
That's right, we watched a new show that had puppets. We watched the
No puppet. No.
Oh, no puppet?
No puppet.
No puppet.
No.
No puppet. No puppet.
No, no Trump voice. No.
How was I supposed to not? You guys said no puppet. Do you think that's why do you think he wouldn't watch this show because of puppets?
I think you wouldn't watch it because it's based off a children's film.
One he didn't understand and was confused by.
Yeah.
Do you think Trump is above children's entertainment?
Just once he doesn't understand.
I bet,
Too confusing.
I bet he likes-
There's a crystal and people want it. I don't understand.
I bet he
Why
likes
would
Thomas the Tank Engine.
I think if he were watching this show, he would really relate to the Skeksis.
I got some things to say about the Stexies.
The Sexies.
The Stexies. The Sexis.
It's a K. Skeksis.
Skexies.
Anyway,
Sexies.
yeah, the Sexies, because they're so fucking hot. Oh, you look at these birds.
You know what they
Fucking-
say about big beaks?
That's right. Big
Ooh.
wings. Anyway, yeah, The Dark Crystal Age of Resistance is a somewhat generically titled prequel to the cult film by Jim Henson. Made some 30 plus years after the film. This features none of the original cast from that film.
Because they're all
Because they're all
dead.
dead.
Some of them might be, I think. I don't know. I mean, some of them are definitely dead, including Jim Henson. But yeah, it does feature some of the characters from that in a prequel set before the whatever happens at the end of this, I guess. Anyway, before we talk about the show itself, I have some development stuff that I found interesting.
And how many horses died during the production of
Oh, I
this
bet a bunch of armadillo
program?
puppets died. That looked very painful.
Yeah, a lot of armadillo puppets did die, unfortunately. But no horses were harmed in the making of this because there weren't any horses.
Huh. Usually in most animated shows, at least like 3 or 4 horses die when they're making a...
It's true, Steven Universe has gone through like 50 horses.
I mean, how else do you get all the cells flattened out so you can photograph them?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I mean, it's just gotta happen.
Yeah. Originally,
But I guess, since this is used as puppets, they don't really need the horses. Is that why?
Yeah, it's kind of, you don't really need the horses because of the puppets. And animation, of course, you need all the horse skin you can get. Anyway, originally this was conceived as a feature-length sequel to The Dark Crystal called The Power of the Dark Crystal. But the project had been stuck in developmental hell for a long time. Since
30 years?
No, I think it was since after Jim Henson's death.
Oh, that's pretty far back.
Yeah. In 2012, there was a expressed interest from a director, but instead the studio that would have produced it decided to drop it in favor of Clash of the Titans.
How'd that turn out?
I think that movie did okay, right? Because it got a sequel, so I guess it's all right for them. Anyway, apparently, according to the director, the studio was interested in Transformers films and didn't have any interest in something that no one had heard of, quote unquote.
I mean, those Transformers films did make a bunch of money.
True.
So who was in the right?
Yeah. I guess
I'm just picturing them not being interested in the money, but just really excited about Transformers.
they were like, and they're the robots, but they're in disguise.
Okay, so get this. He's the leader of the bad guys, and he can turn into a gun.
And everyone's like, oh, what? Can we do that?
And a guy walks in, and he's like, "Hey, we should do like a Dark Crystal thing."
Shut up, nerd!
Todd, get the fuck out of here! We're talking about Transformers, loser! Someone throws his coffee at him. Anyway, eventually, of course, Netflix came a-knocking, and the project was sold to them. And here we are. Now, of course, this is puppets, and I want to talk about these puppets a little bit.
How did that make you feel?
Mm-hmm.
They were okay, I guess. Not the most Uncanny Valley puppets I've ever seen. It wasn't like Lazy Town or anything like that.
Oh, no.
Yeah, see?
But it wasn't like Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared either.
Well, yeah, they're not made of felt.
That would have been nice.
I mean, I guess, I don't know. This is how the puppets also looked in the movie, so they were they kind of already had a model that they had to go off of. But
except now it's in HD. You can see every little detail on them.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind it too much. So they have 20 principal puppets that they use, with an additional 90 for secondary roles.
Wow.
And this, unlike in the original film, apparently in the original film, the puppets required 4 people to control them. This one only requires 2.
Wow.
Giving them greater freedom of movement, which probably helps because sometimes things get real awkward when they're like kissing or fighting.
Or other stuff. Wink.
I don't think they were fucking in this one, man.
Oh.
You
Anyway.
didn't see the sex scene, Swanson?
I guess we'll talk about it. The Gelfling puppets were controlled via cables, and the mechanical parts of them were remotely controlled by a modified Wii controller.
I like it. It's charming.
Yeah. I wonder if Nintendo approved of that. Or
Nintendo gives them a copyright strike somehow.
Yeah, they said Nintendo didn't like that.
You remember that story about the United States Army using PS3s to build a supercomputer? Like they would just...
You're messing with me.
No, they would just rip out the little cell processor and stack them together.
But then they all overheated.
And now the firmware got outdated and they couldn't use them anymore.
Stop. Just stop.
Okay.
You made that up. No. Okay, I believe you.
Okay, good.
So yeah, going into the show, we get introduced to the world a little bit. I think it's a little nice introduction. It doesn't seem super confusing, given that I haven't watched the movie ever. They sort of give you the stuff you need to know. Here's these people. Here's these people. These people are.
Here's the sexies. They're birds.
They're like these people with really big noses, and they just take over. And then they
Beaks.
mismanaged society. Yes, I know. And I got these weird historic symbols that look like the Star of David.
Are you saying that the Skeksis are supposed to be a symbol for Jews? Is this why you don't
I'm
like the
saying,
show?
yes, I'm saying this is very anti-Semitic.
I'm not getting that impression, but okay.
Well, let's go on.
Then again, Harvey Fierstein is voicing one of these.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
Andy
they literally
Samberg.
do, and they
Oh,
literally
God.
do commit blood libel at the end, pretty much. They do murder a child for their ritualistically.
Yeah, as the Jews always did.
Well, they were accused of doing in the Elder Protocols of Zion.
So, yeah, a millennium has passed, and the crystal gets entrusted to these Skeksis. And
Who get greedy. They're very greedy.
Yeah, okay, Stair. I'm glad Stairmaster is here to protect all of our Jewish brethren.
Whoa!
I mean, yeah, if you have a group of villainous people, I guess you could pretty readily call them anti-Semitic. I didn't really sense that,
No.
but I had a feeling you'd say that, Stair, for some reason.
They kind of look like Watto from Star Wars.
Who?
You know, Watto.
I don't know
blind
what. You're gonna have to
bugman with the
explain.
big nose who's immune to mind tricks and only wants credits. And owns
Oh
slaves.
yeah.
I mean,
He-
I don't know.
he-
The Skeksis don't seem super concerned with money.
No, they don't want to live forever.
Yeah, I don't know if the Jews have ever been super excited about living forever. They seem pretty confident in that part of their belief.
Yeah.
Anyway, the Skeksis have somehow corrupted the crystal and made it a dark crystal. Anyway, this is what we would call high fantasy. It's kind of like Game of Thrones influenced, but it's definitely more of the type of thing that Game of Thrones was subverting.
Oh, it's sincere. It's a reconstruction, if you will.
Yeah, it's part of why I enjoy it. It feels like a mix of like Game of Thrones and like Lord of the Rings, but with no human characters to get in the way. Anyway, we cut to the Skeksis. They're having a meeting. One of these guys, he sounds like the Joker a little bit. He sounds almost exactly like the Joker. That's probably because he's voiced by Mark Hamill, so that was a delight.
It's a red pill. They literally Jewed the Goyflings from their land.
Oh, no!
And even that witch lady was tricked by them into observing the stars.
Oh no.
Looking at the stars instead of looking within, NASA lies, fake moon landing, etc. Instead of keeping watch of the crystal, I wasn't expecting this from Goyflix. Holy shit.
What is this?
God, they worked in the moon landing.
This is a post from the 4chan board poll.
Oh, no.
Oh no. Kieran, you've disappointed me.
I googled Skeksis anti-Semitic, and this thread came up pretty early.
Well, I'm saying it's a bad
So
thing.
you're
I'm saying it's a good thing.
Well, yeah, I could definitely see a Nazi watching this show and saying, "Ooh, yeah, this is definitely some good stuff."
kind of jam.
But I didn't really get that feeling personally from it. They just seem like bird people who are kind of evil.
Well, I guess I gotta self-cancel. I guess I gotta do myself.
I'm sorry, I cannot self-cancel.
You must lower me into the metal.
Man, I'm due for a Terminator 2 rewatch. No anti-Semitism there.
Yeah, let's do it right after the pod.
Alright, good. Anyway, yeah, so the Skeksis have a plan. They're trying to get immortality, but they just can't get it right.
Well, yeah,
And-
they suck the crystal dry.
It's hard.
You're immortal,
Get-
but you keep sucking.
Well, they're not immortal yet. They just want to be immortal.
Well, they were
Getting immortality is like really hard. I've been trying. Like I've been doing this juice thing,
Oh, like a juice cleanse?
but yeah, but it's not working.
Well, it's like
In
they
fact-
were kind of immortal, but they had to keep sucking the crystal to stay immortal, is what my
then they-
understanding was, and then the crystal ran out.
Yeah. So cut to a
it's in its
castle.
refractory period.
Yeah. Mark Hamill goes full Joker. And then we cut to a castle. There are some weird people who speak a different language. Don't trust them.
The podlings.
Yeah. And we get introduced to our first character.
Rian Johnson.
Yeah, the director of Star Wars.
Yes.
Rian, who is a Gelfling who works at the castle. He has a girlfriend, and they sort of have sex at one point.
Well, they have like
Mind
Demolition
sex.
Demolition Man style sex.
Yeah, what do they call this? The Dream Frost? Was that what it was?
The Dream Fast.
Is that what it was?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, they say that they're gonna dream fast, and they definitely paragraph it like it's sex. Where it's like, is this gonna be weird for you? Is it weird for you if we dream fast? I don't know. Are you ready to dream fast?
And then they dream fast to their first kiss.
Yeah. Which is like, dang, that's like double sex.
I guess this is all foreplay.
Yeah. They're like, imagine if you were about to like make it with someone, and you were like, let's think about the first time we kissed. I guess that would be romantic. I don't know.
I mean, that is kind of like what the concept of our song is, sort of. I mean, if you put that on during the sex.
Yeah, I guess. Also, at one point, Mira, who is his girlfriend, mentions to him that girls have wings. So I guess that's a thing. I guess that's a detail.
Sexual dimorphism.
Yeah. So that's a thing.
Yeah, that's just like in the real world, Swanson.
Oh, right, yeah. Girls can fly?
No, well, Swanson, don't be ridiculous. They just have wings hidden.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that sounds like another show that we didn't watch this week.
That's what their breasts are for.
Flying?
Yes.
I thought it was for feeding babies.
Well, you see, the breasts contain element 1115, which is a source of anti-gravity propulsion.
Oh, they contain floaty lifting serum, or whatever that fucking shit was called in Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
Floaty lifting drink.
Yeah, behind the walls of Wonka's factory is just that scene from Fury Road with all the women providing mother's milk.
Yeah, that Wonka's not a good dude.
We need to edit that together.
Imagine what Wonka would do in the Mad Max world.
When you think about it,
He would just call himself the Chocolate Man.
When you think about it,
he would.
The tale of Willy Wonka is sort of a proof that trickle-down economics can really work.
Like, was the intention of that book to be an indictment of capitalism or not?
Well, it was written by Roald Dahl, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, he was a British guy,
But
so
yeah.
maybe he wasn't
But he
a
was
big
also
fan.
a spy during World War II. So, and those are
Willy Wonka.
Those are sort of like cops.
Yeah, because being a spy in World War II sure wasn't like being a cop now.
Yeah, like a World War II spy, trying to stop the Nazis is about the same
Oh,
thing
he was
as
also a fighter ace.
Ooh, not so much of a cop then.
No, that's a sky cop.
patrolling the skies, arresting other planes.
Yeah, when I think of soldiers in a war, I always think cops.
Yeah, they're both arms of the government, Swanson.
Yeah, they're battle cops.
But yeah, Willy Wonka in a post-apocalyptic setting sounds
Welcome to Chocolate
Really?
Town. Choco Town.
really, really, really terrifying.
Yeah.
I mean, in our non-post-apocalyptic world, we already have like
Well,
slave
we have
chocolate.
the Nestle Corporation.
Yeah, so
Didn't they buy out a country's water supply?
I doubt it.
I
I've
think they
heard
privatized it. And like some
I've
South
heard
American
something like
country.
that. I don't know if that's true or not, but it sounds like something that they would do.
You're telling me he's got chocolate in there, Mom?
Oh no! You mean Max Radowski is played by the bodyguard guy?
Yeah, new guy. They couldn't get Tom Hardy.
You know I love chocolate, Mom.
I can't resist the chocolate.
I can't get enough of it. I have type 2 diabetes.
Max, you're addicted to the chocolate. He starts having hallucinations again.
Oh, apparently Roald Dahl was anti-Israel.
Oh, nice.
He was very upset about the invasion of Lebanon in 1982. Quote unquote from Dahl, they killed 22,000 civilians when they bombed Beirut. It was very hushed up in the newspapers because they are primarily Jewish owned. I'm certainly anti-Israel, and I've become anti-Semitic in as so much as you get a Jewish person in another country like England supporting Zionism.
So, do you think he liked the Skeksis?
Yes.
Anyway, so yeah.
Do you think if he was alive right now, he would tweet out the Dark Crystal rules
no.
#Red Pill?
No. Maybe.
So yeah, we get Rian meeting with his father, who we don't know is his father right away. They just sort of add that bit in. He's talking with this guy, and this guy's like, "You don't have any respect for your line. You call yourself a guard
for the badge."
Yeah, and then he's like, "Dad, how could you say that?" And he's like, "Humph." They mention that instead of giving him the position of taking care of the castle while his dad is away, they give it to some dude who's like supposed to be his rival, but he shows up for this one scene, and all he does is go, "Humph," and that's it. And we don't see him again.
Well, that's a quintessential rival quote, though. Cross his arms.
Like you enter a new town in Pokemon, and then your rival walks up to you, and it's just like,
It's true. Unfortunately, they didn't have any creatures with which to battle.
Also, there is a subplot about a spider.
It's true. There is a spider that is loose because in the catacombs where the Skeksis live, they keep animals for presumably for experimentation. And a spider got loose.
They do science.
Or as they call it, a strider. Is that what they call that?
I think so.
Anyway, so yeah, we cut across in a very Game of Thrones way to a lady in a library. This is a very poorly kept library. Mm-hmm. The Dewey Decimal System has not yet been invented in this world.
Oh, why don't they should just sort everything alphabetically then.
Or, like, in any way. The books are all over the place. Terrible library in here. So this lady's reading books her sister.
To read all that.
Yeah. She should save some reading for the others. And her sister comes by and says the Skeksis are coming to meet them. They're royalty, apparently. And she's the youngest daughter of the queen of this village. And she's apparently the disgrace because she reads. I don't know.
Reading is lame. I mean, that's a pro TV podcast.
Yeah, it is pretty lame to read. Why read when you could listen to a podcast? And knowledge is gross, as it turns out. So we learn later. But yeah, so we get a little bit of her, and then we get a little bit of our other character, who's just like animal lady. She's going around feeding animals, having a good old time. Really, this is just an excuse to show us some like fun animal designs. I do like the animal who's all glowing eyes.
That's my spirit animal.
Charming little thing.
Yeah, it's a charming thing until it eats some darkness food, apparently. I guess the Dark Crystal has started infecting some food because, like, she feeds this thing some darkness energy, and it's just like freaks out.
It's like the gas from Detective Pikachu.
Yes. Yeah, actually, kind of.
Yes, I was about to say Pokemon Pikachu Detective because that's what my dad called it.
Was he proper?
Pokemon Pikachu
Detective.
Pikachu colon detective question mark.
No,
Pokemon question Pikachu time mark.
# red pilled.
So yeah, she narrowly escapes this monster trying to eat her. Mm-hmm. And yeah, it's a good time. The one thing I will say, all of the design and like puppetry is all very nice and like very well designed. This is a very nice show to look at. Like nothing, it's shot well. It's all the design is beautiful, but the choreography with like action wise I don't know if it's because it's puppets. It's just harder to do, probably. But it's just.
I think it's because it's puppets.
It's just really hard. It's just really hard to get invested in anything dramatic happening. Maybe that'll change when we get to like very dramatic parts in the story later, because this is mostly.
Maybe if this was a feature-length film, they would condense all the interesting stuff together.
Yeah, I mean, if this were a feature-length film, they probably wouldn't have 3 separate character stories that are.
That would be cool too.
I mean, I don't mind it with this because they're expanding on the world, but whereas in something like Why Women Kill, it's 3 separate timelines where we know they're never going to intersect. These three people are definitely going to intersect at some point. So anyway, yeah, some stuff continues. They're looking for that spider still. They eventually, his girlfriend eventually goes down to see the spider as it goes into like the basement, the catacombs.
Yeah, killing that spider is apparently a pretty big deal.
Or just capturing it. I don't know what they really want out of the spider, but
what do we want from spiders?
I mean, I just like when they eat bugs. I can attest that Kyorain also likes when they eat bugs.
Yeah, like there was a spider. He was my friend.
What happened?
He killed a lot of ants.
Yeah, you gotta love that.
What happened? Did he become old like Charlotte?
Yeah, died.
Just like Charlotte.
Yeah. But
Anyway,
this one didn't talk, so it wasn't that sad.
Oh, alright.
So I'm sad.
Yeah, we cut back to Mark Hamill as the scientist. He's talking with some other Skeksis, but they don't really stand out as much as him. I mean, I guess there's that one gross Skeksis whose nose is dripping all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
She's pretty gross.
Yeah, nasty woman.
So he figures that the crystal is hungry, and so he must kill people to give it to the crystal. At least that's what we can surmise.
Hey, that adds up to me.
Yeah, I mean, when something is hungry, you should kill other people to feed it to it. That's That's classic Little Pet Shop of Horrors.
I mean, if you want to be immortal, that is the logic.
Yeah. We cut back to Nature Lady, and she's getting tree prophecies.
You love to see it. You love to see it.
Yeah, this tree just is like, here, let me show you what's going to happen.
I am the Blood Raven.
And then she falls over, and he's like, whatever, tree gonna tree. And then her family doesn't believe her. They're like, trees don't talk.
But then at the end of the episode, they're like, oh, but they do.
Well, yeah, her, like, grandma or something is like, no, you're good. No arguing with trees, or something.
And that makes me think, though, that if a tree talked to me and told me a bunch of stuff, and I told you guys about it, you would think I'm messing with you.
Yeah, we would think you were doing a bit.
And I'd be very upset. I'd cry. Yeah.
Well, if only there were like a wise older person here to tell you that it's okay and that there's no arguing with trees or whatever.
Too bad there's not.
Yeah. We also get once the Skeksis arrive, the youngest daughter of this queen, Bree, falls right in front of them and makes a whole big scene, as you do. And yeah, she causes a whole big kerfuffle. Everyone's askew.
I'm just gonna go do myself now.
Oh. Well, he's doing it, folks.
I'm gonna do myself, not did myself.
Oh, all right.
That's not. I mean, did yourself isn't grammatically correct.
Yeah.
He's gonna do himself, not get himself done.
I'm gonna get myself done. Is what I'm saying by myself.
No, he's gonna do himself. He's gonna jerk off.
No. Or I might do it one last time.
Anyway, we get a scene of the Skeksis collecting tithes from the people, which maybe is a little more added benefit to Stairmaster's little theory here.
Oh, I lost interest in the theory at that point.
At which point, someone gives their necklace to the Skeksis. Bree is not cool with it, but everyone else just goes with the classic line of the classic phrasing of, "Well, this is how it's always been. Why change it?"
People are very trusting of the Skeksis.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird that they're so trusting of creatures that are like clearly evil just to look at.
They're like nasty crow people.
Yeah.
Who act weird.
I guess like maybe that means the Gelflings are better than us in some ways. But also more naive, I guess.
Yeah.
Sad if true. Anyway, the nature lady goes off on her hike. Bray discovers like a book that's full of like secrets or something.
I love secrets.
And Rian follows his girlfriend down the hole and
Phrasing.
yeah, well they did that later. They did that earlier when they were dream fasting.
Sex.
So he sees her get captured by the Skeksis, and this isn't so much of a fridging as it is sort of it's more of a milking. I mean, she does get turned into milk, essentially.
It looks like that stuff they put inside the androids in the Alien movies. So,
yeah, maybe it is. It's the same exact stuff.
I was going to say it looked a little bit like cum.
Anyway.
Not viscous enough, though.
So are we setting up a crossover here?
Maybe. Maybe this is all prequel to Westworld.
Oh. The Skeksis invented Westworld?
Yeah, they invented the milk. Anthony Hopkins is just grinding up Gelflings to power his androids.
Yeah, that makes sense. We get some choice acting here, voice acting here by Mark Hamill as he's shouting about how great this is that he's figured it out finally. Meanwhile, Rian is looking on in horror or whatever. They drink all of this milk that is made from her essentially being destroyed. And then they start dancing, which is my favorite part of the episode because they're dancing. Look, their dancing needs some work, I'll be honest. It's mostly just them sort of bobbing back and forth like old people.
I mean, they are old
That's
people.
how birds dance, Swanson.
Yeah, I guess maybe with those wings, that's kind of how you have to dance. And then he cries so hard that he cries on
like,
one of them, and they're all like, "Oh boy, that guy!" And that's the end of the episode. Yeah, I mean, I liked it. I don't know about you guys. I'm prepared to fight.
Keo?
Swanson, you don't need to be in a combat stance.
Yeah,
I'm taking out my sword.
Stare?
I kind of lost interest halfway through.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So I'm going to say tune out. Oh!
Swanson, you just...
He did.
You killed
he
him.
just did me.
He got dead.
Wait, no, it was done.
Well, Keo?
Is it because of what he said about the show, or because he lost the segment earlier?
Oh, because he lost a segment, obviously. It'd be so weird to kill him over his opinions.
Okay, well, why do you still have the sword out? Shouldn't you have sheathed it by now?
I'm interested to see what you're going to say.
I thought the show was very well made and good to look at.
Alright, I'm putting it away.
Yeah. Why don't you hand it to me?
I'm just gonna sheath it. Is that okay?
Yeah. So
My hand is still on it, though.
I think it's a tune.
Hello, my name is Thomas, also known as Anime Tom. Step away from my friend, Keelrun.
I'm not near him.
Tom.
I just have a sword near him.
Get
Tom.
back or taste my blade.
Whoa! He has a katana and he knows how to use it.
Yeah, that's a tune out for me.
That's right, Keo.
Why?
None of this.
You didn't actually explain why, though.
Tom, you need to get him away from me. He's scary.
Step
He's
back.
got a sword.
Maybe you should consider watching some anime, some real art next time. In the next dimension.
Alright, can Keo say why, though?
Yes, Keo.
I was just being contrarian. I think it was fine. It's a tune-in for me.
Betrayal.
All right, well, that's a tune-in for The Dark Crystal, Age of Resistance. Get out of here, Tom. Fuck off.
You will pay for this in time.
Oh, I didn't want to be on Tom's bad side.
I'm not worried about it.
But I needed my podcast integrity intact here.
I'm not worried about it, because I just revived Stairmaster.
What did you feed me? What is this milky substance?
Don't worry about it, pal. Let's
Am I
just
gonna live
say
forever?
I'm thoroughly drained.
Oh, no. My throat is salty.
Wait, is Swanson the Dark Crystal, or...
Yes.
Yeah, of course. What else could it be? Anything else would be too gross. Anyway, that's it for this week's episode of the show. If you have any quips, comments, questions, foresights, otherwise, you can send them to us at tvtunerspodcast@gmail.com. What's that email, Kyorain?
Robert Mugabe at gmail.org.
That's right.
Rest in peace.
And we're on Twitter. You can follow the show on Twitter at TVTuners and use the hashtag TVTuners, and we'll give a glance at what you're saying.
You can find me on Twitter at Stormancer. You can also find me on Letterboxd at Stairmancer.
Stairmancer?
Master.
Oh, okay. You can find me on Twitter at Jesse Swanson.
You can find me at Twitter at Real Kyorean.
Oh, okay. I'm sure they'll know how to pronounce that and spell it.
And spell that as well.
And yeah, that's it for this week's episode of the show. If you have any podcast stuff that you want to listen to us on, we're available on all of that stuff. We're available on Stitcher, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, all of the podcatchers of your choice. Go ahead and leave us a 5-star review, and we'll gladly appreciate it. And as always, we're part of the Big Heads Media Network, home to such great podcasts. Perhaps one you'll hear right after this. As for us, we'll be back next week with more TV goodness. Until then, keep watching. Bye.
Bye.
It's over.
I found him.
Wow, nobody said anything.
Brian, what do I love?
Fantasy football.
I do love fantasy football, but what else do I love?
Making money?
I love winning money, but no. Well, that's not what I'm thinking of.
Ooh, I know. Sundays.
I love Sundays, and I'm not talking ice cream, ladies and gentlemen.
And if you love playing fantasy football, you need to check out the FTLS Fantasy Football Podcast with myself and Johnny Bats over here.
Find us on Apple Podcast or your preferred podcast app, and as always, check out all of our work at www.ftlsunday.com. Look forward to winning with you all year.